Okay, welcome back to Detroit, Michigan. We're chatting with our latest client, Mr. Jim Wright, who I'm going to let him tell you where he's from and how he met us. And Jim, how you doing today?
All right. Myself.
Where are you from? Tell us.
Rocky Mount, North Carolina.
We'd have never known that by your listening to us Yankees. We hear that accent.
It's the eastern part of North Carolina. I believe y'all got a little bit of eastern North Carolina weather going on around here.
Yeah, we do right now. It's hot. What brought you to us, Jim?
The potential income cash flow that you shared with us at our meeting in Nashville, Tennessee. Of course, we had talked earlier a little bit, and I was looking for some investment opportunities and a way to create another income stream.
Sure. And before you got here, we were having some fun in the car. People were telling you, what are you doing coming here in Detroit? And oh my goodness, what were your thoughts before you got here as far as what you might see and what you might be in for?
Well, it's really, I came more or less for a confirmation of kind of things that you had talked about. And of course, at home, the folks that I had shared it with, they kind of turned up their nose and teased you and bugged you a little bit about what are you going to be doing in Detroit.
Sure.
What you came doing around here, given the national perspective, I guess, of the Detroit area.
Yep.
So, I put up with a little flack, and I'll put up with some more when I go back. When I show them the cash, it'll change their mind.
Yeah. Now we basically spent about 2 days in the field. We looked at I don't know 12, 14 houses, something like that, and I think we're going to put bids in on about 7, and we hope to get 2 or 3 out of that initial batch. What were your thoughts on the prices that we saw and the rents we're going to get and the neighborhoods and all that good stuff? Give me some of your thoughts on those.
The beginning of this game looks good. I mean, a lot of potential. I haven't experienced the end game or the middle game yet, but if what you have documented and shared with me comes true or gets fulfilled, it's a very exciting opportunity, and given the comparative prices between here and the markets that I'm used to, there's no comparison. I mean, you're getting much more for your dollar, and the cash flow is much better.
Yeah, most of the stuff we looked at was in the 20,000, in the 20s usually. Maybe we saw something in the low 30s. And describe the areas that you saw. Were you comfortable in them? Did you fear for your life? Did you were you comfortable driving through them and walking through the houses and all that stuff?
Oh, sure. In fact, that probably was one of the more impressive things, is that those kind of values you were found in neighborhoods where folks their yards were manicured and they were keeping up, and you saw nice cars, and you saw kids and riding bikes and people out, moving around freely, and the commercial areas are fully stocked. They're operating. You don't see closed corner shops and things like that.
Yeah, not much. You don't see much commercial vacancies. I think we laugh and joke a lot. People think they're going to come to town and they're going to see tumbleweeds going down the street because they only see the national news media, and they don't really understand what's here. And what people have to understand is we never once took you inside the city of Detroit to invest in real estate. We kept you in suburbia, and we found some high-quality homes in nice areas for $20,000 to $30,000, and all of these are going to rent at a minimum of $800, and many of them are going to rent for over $900 a month. So cash-on-cash returns are tremendous, and all the houses that we showed you, all of them at one point before the market collapsed were worth well over $100,000. We don't know if that's going to come back anytime soon, but even if it just comes back a little bit, and you were into these things for 30 total, even after you rehab them, and people think, God, for 20,000 they're going to be in the tough neighborhood, they're going to need a fortune in work, they're going to be half fallen down, and that's just not the case, is it? From the ones we saw, I mean, overall they were just $5,000 to $7,000 are going to go a long way in most of these houses, isn't it?
And even the thing is that the market doesn't have to go a long way. I mean, based on what you've shared with me, you've got equity from just the rehab.
You sure do. Yep.
And so the cash flow is great.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Jim, we want to thank you for coming to town. We look forward to working with you here in the upcoming months and years. And it's been our pleasure. And come back anytime. All right. We'll talk to you soon. And by the way, everyone, why aren't you coming here? Are you afraid of Metro Detroit? This is your time. We have about a 24 to 36-month window to acquire some really amazing properties at some amazing prices and have great cash-on-cash returns. So get in touch with us as soon as you can. Thanks a lot, Jim. We appreciate it.